The Po' Boy Pundits podcast is brought to you by The Goddamn Sauce. Go to thegdsauce.com for details to order all the sauces to replace your ordinary condiments. Pulpery Media presents Po' Boy Pundits with your hosts, Brock and Ben. This is where we discuss the political headlines that grab our attention and all those little jerks that infuriate us.
It's like that. All right, so what? TikTok. We talk about TikTok a lot. Trump was God, what did he say?
Wait, I thought he said he was going to try and save TikTok.
He did.
Yeah.
He did, but he said something to the effect of, I like TikTok. You know, we won 38% of the young vote because of that. And I'd like to think that TikTok had a lot to do with that.
Yeah. I mean, particularly like Joe Rogan clips and shit.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So I went,
right. Joe Rogan clips.
Oh, he's kind of walking that back.
Yeah.
But, you know, there's going to be loopholes and all this other bullshit to go through because he also praised, is it Chinese?
Yeah. Or, yeah, the venture capital firm
that owns TikTok
is Chinese.
It's Chinese.
But it's run by, like, is it Singaporean or, I don't know.
But it's a Chinese.
Yeah, or it's Chinese finance.
Thank you. Okay.
And then, I guess because of that, they have access to all the data. So... Which, you know,
well, I mean,
again,
Trump thinks China and him are going to
if they
solve
want to
all the world's...
sell that I like fart videos, like, okay, China can have that. Like, I'm not upset by that.
I don't. So, anyways, Trump, he whatever.
But like you said earlier, he's walking back all of his China comments.
Correct, because now he thinks that, you know, together we could solve all the world's problems.
What? I mean,
we went from China virus
right
to now I'm friends.
He's my best friend.
Right, with Xi, and like together, hand in hand, we are going to solve everything in the world.
Notice that happened after Xi was like, oh, by the way, all those precious metals you like to build your microchips out of, no more.
Yeah, guess what? We're just going to put you back in the Stone Age.
Right. Yeah. And then now he's like, hey, buddy.
Hey, man. But at the same time, same press conference, he tripled down on tariffs.
Yeah, well, because now he's backed himself into a corner, particularly with Canada and Mexico.
Right.
And that I don't think he expected the pushback from Canada and Mexico, which I don't know why you wouldn't. But...
everybody's pushing back against
you don't want to, like, now he can't look like a pussy next to Justin Trudeau.
Or a female. We talk about this every week.
Yeah.
So he tripled down. What else did he
But you're also, I mean, and not to justify that, but you're talking, like, the president of Mexico, who is a Jewish Latina.
Correct.
Who was essentially the most powerful person in Latin America.
Correct. Before Justin Trudeau. Like,
right, yeah.
Immediately almost was like, whoa. No.
And not and then on saying no to the tariffs and then going, oh, by the way, there's a few million people here. I'm gonna send back to you.
Exactly. Watch this.
Oh man.
Yep.
Yeah,
so
he can't handle sass.
Yeah, especially coming from like all of the things that he loathes in the world, like wrapped up into one human being. Yeah, exactly. I bet he shit himself bad when he heard that.
Definitely a wet fart.
So, it was definitely a shark. So yeah, he has to do it, right?
Yeah. I mean,
he keeps doubling and he will not walk that one back at all.
You're talking about, like, the only other avenue here is that he would have to admit that he's wrong, and his ego won't let him do that.
Correct. No matter how much their vacuum is, and them trying to spin it.
Right.
With, now that I hear, just real quick, they wanted to start a state media. I swear to God.
It doesn't surprise me, no.
Like that, yes.
Well,
at any rate,
but not PBS, of course.
Correct. No. It would be like Fox News, but they say what he tells them to say.
Yeah.
If I could, I wish I was making that up, because of course they are.
Yeah. Why Well, I mean, you can't be a fascist dictator without controlling the press.
Right.
So,
and I think the quote I saw was, they're all lying. We're going to give it to you straight, and a third of the country's going to go. The Chuck Norris meme.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny you mentioned that because I saw.
So, but they won't be able to real quick, not to cut you off. They won't be able to spin him walking back tariffs.
I mean, they'll try, but in this scenario, I don't really. He doesn't have to change position. He just has to keep making it to the point where Congress, in no way, shape, or form, can ever pass what he's wanting.
It does have to go through Congress.
Yeah. Like.
Well, I mean, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. No.
There's no executive order.
I mean. No, because it's dealing with. I mean, anything dealing with the country's finances has to originate
from Congress.
Yeah. No, I mean
his first term. Did he have the House?
Yeah.
Not the Senate.
No, he had both.
He had both, just like now.
Yeah. He had them for 2 years. Yeah.
Exact same thing, except now he is.
Well, so now he's got the Supreme Court on lockdown.
Well, that's
the difference from his first term.
And now he's got sycophants underneath him. Nobody that's going to be like, Mr. President, just hear me out.
No, I mean if he gets his, I mean definitely his White House staff is going to be that way.
Well, apparently all of his ambassadors.
Right, I mean that's going to come down to.
Confirmation
or Senate confirmations, which
how many do the Democrats need?
4. Yeah, I mean if that, I mean you just and that's just I mean typically what they'll do is the committees in the Senate they'll be the ones that hold the hearings, and then
right.
I mean typically what they will do is that if it's say in an ordinary presidency, not talking. I mean, liberal and conservative.
Yeah, just
is that normally, however the committee votes, like
that's what happens.
Yeah, that's it. Like there's
and all these committees will be Republican-led committees.
Well, and essentially it's like the committee will vote, and then they'll throw the larger vote into like a series of votes for the Senate, and they just burn through them,
which makes sense. Yeah.
But this time around, because of the lack
I bet
of qualifications with so many of them, I think you are going to see drawn out hearings. You're going to see, particularly I
want to see Clarence Thomas's hearing.
Yeah, and I think and you're going to get somebody like Chuck Schumer who's going to go like, we need to debate these guys on the Senate for the it's Shia. He's got glowing eyes in his anus. I don't know. But yeah, I could see him saying like, no, we're not going to quickly vote on these people because once we hear what the committee says, then we actually need to debate.
Vet,
right, or at least debate it.
Man, there's like a half a dozen people that wouldn't pass a background check to work for my bank.
Correct.
My financial institution. They would not pass a background check.
Yeah. I mean, I guess, I mean, that's something that's going to have to be brought up is like, so why is it everyday people who have been released from prison have to check a box when they fill out a job application, but these fucknuts don't?
They have money.
Right.
Yeah. They're voted into power.
Correct. Yeah. But it's like, and even through a vetting process, like the ones that have been convicted of felonies, we're just going to gloss over that.
There are fucking laws in lots of countries that say convicted felon is not allowed here.
Yeah.
At all.
Again, like, I'm fine with it, but then if Trump's going to do that, then
that's what I'm saying.
He needs to put forth a bill for Congress or sponsor a bill for Congress to put forth where you remove the felon checkbox from job applications.
That's easy.
Yeah.
Done.
If you're going to put them into those positions, then that means that it doesn't matter the felony.
Supreme Court won't like that, though.
No. I mean, a lot of people won't like that because whether it's, I don't know, that's a shady area
yeah,
to
I was
get
going to say,
into.
the argument is, I don't want a murderer in here working for my company when he can murder somebody again. Great. But here's the thing.
Yeah. You can still do the background check.
Right.
Yeah. But if it's somebody for tax evasion or whatever, and then they don't check that box, and then you run their...
stole something over $1,000. There's a felony. And
then they don't check that box, and you run you run their background check and realize that they are a felon. Then it's like, oh, you can easily dismiss them.
Correct.
Because they lied. Whereas But anyway, I digress.
No.
I'm all for not putting people through that. Background check is a background check.
Correct. And everybody's doing background checks. Yeah. Everybody's got a fucking computer.
True. Yeah.
And if you pay a monthly subscription, you can get all of the information you want.
Yeah.
Sans, social security number.
Right, which is maybe, not that I agree with a credit score being a determiner of if you get a job or not, but you're going I'd be more worried about the person with the shitty credit score that can't borrow.
They check,
because I
work in the finance, banking.
They might take from you.
Correct. No, that's
versus
definitely
the reformed felon who's just trying to. Trying to get back on my feet.
They do a credit check. What amounts to a credit check? Yeah. Because you're right.
But that's still crazy to me. That it doesn't matter.
An imaginary
your
number.
Yeah.
Does anybody know the formula for a credit score?
No, it's a secret.
Exactly.
And that it didn't mean anything 40 years ago, but now it's the end-all, be-all.
That's it.
But again, we've taken a turn.
Sorry. Kind of. Not really. So what else did he talk about? His foreign policy. That's when he said that they're going to solve the world's problem. Here, China and the United States can, together, solve all of the problems in the world, if you think about it. So it's very important. He was a friend of mine. Was a friend of mine.
I still love it that he's not president again yet.
6 weeks.
And he's already got, Trudeau is publicly calling him out in press conferences.
Yeah.
This man has no control yet.
No.
But it's just the idea of what he wants to implement. And then the fact that he's going on True Social posting AI images of him on the mountaintop with the Canadian flag. He's baiting them, and you're going...
I saw one today where he was on a beach with Jesus, and they were both kneeling. And he was, svelte and...
Sure.
Chiseled jaw.
Were there two sets of footprints?
Probably.
Yeah, because he's not going to let Jesus carry him.
Fuck no. Okay, sorry. AI right, so... He did a press conference today, is why we're bringing it up. And it's Truth Social post. And then he loves these 8-minute vignettes where he stands in front of something and he talks.
Yeah. But, yeah.
What would you call those? Because it's not even a press release.
Word vomit.
Here's a commercial that I'm going to release.
Essentially,
It's basically what it is.
Yeah.
And he announces policy and nominations.
Yeah. Because he's not going to do that standing in front of a press corps.
No, I don't think that'll ever happen. I think he'll do these one-on-ones.
Yeah. Yeah, you're probably going to get... Once he gets back in the office, he'll probably never step into the White House press corps room.
Fuck no. And if he does...
Has he named his communications director yet?
No, he named the... whatever they call the person who does the press.
Yeah.
Yes. I'll have to look it up, but yes, he did.
Ooh, I hope it's as good as Sean Spicer. The following segment has been brought to you by The Goddamn Sauce. Go to thegdsauce.com for details to order all the sauces to replace your ordinary condiments. The Po' Boy Podcast is a production of Pulpery Media. Produced and edited by Ben Grimion. Marketing by Brock Ryder. Graphic design by Beck Ryder and Ben Grimion. Music by the Heisenberg Compensators.